So after you've killed Father Gascoigne, I would recommend you level up a bit.
Very well.
You can feel free to dump your points in anything. I would recommend some vitality, maybe get myself to 15 from here. As usual, you can get your endurance up to 40, and then that's when you stop. But right about now, vitality and endurance don't really matter. I'll just put some points into strength. Usually you can go between strength and skill for the most part. I'll go some strength.
Farewell, good hunter.
And then obviously you want to have plenty of Molotovs. Right now as well, you don't need the music box anymore. And we can just go to the Tomb of Odin. From here, it's just a straight shot once again. Obviously, if you haven't already, you can grab the item down there and give it to the little girl who gave us the tiny music box, but you don't particularly get anything of value, so I'm not gonna bother. Make sure you open up this treasure chest, because it gives you access to blood gems in order to strengthen your weapons. Right in here, just another lamp. You can talk to this fellow, he's got some nice dialogue, or you could kill him for a neat little item. He doesn't really give anything important otherwise. You could go up there in order to fight the fourth boss by using the some upper cathedral key that you acquire. Either way, you just feel free to grab this, and then you want to come down. So like straight out, and then come down this way. Right here, you want to take a left. Or like go to the left path. Try to have plenty of stamina to avoid the dogs. Right up there is a guy with a gun. Just sort of run out of the way the moment you get shot at. And then open up the door. The dogs will follow you in a decent amount, but they'll stop right about here. And then they'll go away. You want to talk to him because he gives you an item that's kind of invaluable for the next boss, which is the Blood-Starved Beast. You want the fire paper. You can feel free to talk to him further, but then just walk away. Or you could try killing him, but he gives a decent bit of dialogue. Okay, these guys are bothering me now. Either way, you can grab a Madman's Knowledge. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And then you want to come back to this thing. You know, I'd honestly recommend pulling this lever before you grab the Madman's Knowledge in case you accidentally fall off. Either way, you're gonna come down here. I recommend you heal up because there's a wolf down here if you're interested in fighting it. Right over here. The sword is a good weapon to use against these guys because you can stun lock them. But, you know, I'm not even gonna bother. Wolves are also very good for dropping blood gems, which is one of the reasons why they're, useful. The funny thing is that guy can actually follow you all the way in here, which is very amusing. Literally all the way up to the lamp. Alright, finally got rid of that guy. Either way, you'll come out here. There's a little piece of paper, and then you just want to open the door anyway. This guy right here. You want to kill him? He gives you some blood gems or bloodstone shards. You can use that to upgrade. And then right about here, you can also grab an item known as the Hunter's Torch, which is just a better torch. But I mean, both work effectively. Right down there is essentially the shortcut to get to the third boss. We haven't unlocked it yet. I just wanted to show you how to upgrade your weapon first with those extra blood gems or bloodstone shards. Either way, you can get back up by using this ladder. So you can get back up from this ladder, grab some cold blood dew, and then you can go along your merry way. Just ignore this guy. He's kind of crazy. He wants to kill you. So that's kind of funny. You'll just keep going, and then you're going to want to loop around, hop down here. Pick that up if you want. Let's see. Oh, need bloodstone shard. You can pick up some antidote here. You'll want to equip that as soon as you can. And then you can feel free to kill this thing. Wow. Huh. And yeah, obviously you could do a attack where you flick the left stick and then knock them down. Flick the left stick and then hit the R2 button in order to do a jump attack. Right there, you just want to roll straight off and then you want to run. And then come up this ladder. And then you'll just need to climb up another ladder. Once you get up here, you just want to fire at the guy. Well, that was weird, but normally you're supposed to just be able to shoot him off the edge. And then once he falls off, I still don't know. I don't know what the heck happened there. But either way, quit out the game. And then you'll find his powder keg badge right there. You could just use it to buy some new weapons. And then you could just hop down right here. Yeah, try not to fall off there. Just be a little careful. And then this lets you essentially skip a little bit of an annoying area, and then you could just explore up here as well. Pick up whatever items you want. Kind of tricky, but you can get some decent items. Essentially, you'll want to hop down here, and then you could just hop down there. Let's see if there's any other useful items. Yeah, because when you hear those enemies scream, they're going to essentially send all the other enemies after you. Let's see if there's a better spot to fall down. Okay, whatever. Yeah, just like that. You'd rather encounter a mob of enemies in an open area as opposed to the stairs, which you would have had to deal with the normal way. You could run down there and grab that item, but I'd recommend just come through here. You can go up that ladder over there to activate a shortcut, but there's a much better shortcut right through here. Just keep on running. Ignore the wolves, at least for right now. Then right through here, a wolf will bust through the door, and then you could just head on up. As just climb all the way to the top, they'll stop chasing you. And right over here is the gate, which was locked before. But before you head back up, I would recommend grab this. Feel free to upgrade your weapons. Oh wow, okay. I would honestly recommend using the saw cleaver instead of the Kirk hammer when you're fighting these wolves, and it's a great way to farm up some extra blood echoes because they drop like 90 or rather 900 blood echoes a pop, and they give you bloodstone shards, which are absolutely incredible. So the strategy with these guys is you just want to get behind them and then do your transformed attacks. And then maybe just shoot them. I wouldn't recommend you bother upgrading the Kirk hammer because it's only really useful against the Father Gascoigne. Because after we kill the Bloodstarved Beast, we get access to a much better weapon known as Ludwig's Holy Blade, so keep that in mind. Right about now, you could go a little further. In order to grab another set of Bloodstone Shards with this enemy. Just stand behind him and you should be able to grab some more Bloodstone Shards from another little creature. Right here there's a sort of souped up wolf, so you want to avoid that one. And then right over here is the little guy. So grab those. Right in there is the next boss. And you can also feel free to use some insight here to summon this guy, but remember, insight is very hard to get back, so be careful with that. Right now, I'd recommend, though, upgrading your weapon. So you should probably go back and upgrade. Oh, or use this Bold Hunter's Mark right here. This is absolutely perfect. But not just yet. There's still a few items we need to grab that are perfect or kind of necessary for this. So you could fight him. If he decides to chase us, then we have no choice. Remember strategy, get behind him, do the transformed attacks. Wait a minute, how did I get poisoned? When you get poisoned, pop that, and then either way, just gonna kill him, and then right here, if you can, try and target this guy to shoot him. Then you could just bash him in order to visceral attack him. Grab this, Beast Blood Pellets, those will help you deal like up to 50% extra damage. Either way though, you want to use the Bold Hunter's Mark and then teleport back to the dream. From here, I'd recommend just upgrading your saw cleaver. Don't bother upgrading the Kirk hammer because we're not going to be using it again. In fact, I'd honestly recommend just unequipping the Kirk hammer. I mean, it's good if you want to stagger enemies, but it's kind of slow, so it doesn't really suit our purposes. And then with our extra souls or blood echoes, I'd recommend that you buy some blood vials, obviously, but more important than that, I'd recommend make sure you have plenty of Molotov cocktails. You could buy rope Molotovs, but you can't aim them, so very annoying. And then I'd honestly recommend you get 10 oil urns if you can. I mean, get up to 10. I think I have a few, so you can use them before a Molotov, and that doubles the damage of the Molotov. And you can use it perfect in conjunction with fire paper. Pungent blood cocktails, I'd recommend you essentially buy as many as you can, up to 10. And then in order to farm effectively, to buy all these things, I'd recommend first just buy a whole bunch of Bold Hunter's Marks. So the farming strategy is just go to Old Yharnam and then go down the shortcut. Essentially, you could just jump straight down in order to keep things quick, and then just keep falling through the floor, essentially. After that, kill this guy. Obviously heal up from the falls and whatnot. With this guy, just get behind him and then keep using the trick weapon or the shifting of your weapon. With these guys, you want to sort of draw their aggro as soon as possible and then lure them onto this bridge so that you avoid those smaller enemies that are very annoying. So grab the Bloodstone shards. You could sell those for 200 blood echoes if you feel like. With this guy, just go right into that little alley, and then he'll come out and you can backstab him. Right here, you want to come right behind this enemy, and then just backstab him. Then just take on the next one. Just rip him apart, same strategy as usual. And then once he's dead, you just want to pop your Bold Hunter's Mark, and then repeat to buy everything.